Okay, that's weird. Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, and our internet is down, but I'm still able to use my webcam. I'm just gonna have to upload it differently because I don't really have a choice. And it's been a long day. I didn't sleep really well, or maybe it was I slept too well and I didn't want to get up. So I've been kind of, and actually I did a lot. I have to put it in like my, I don't really have a witchy room, but just so show some of the progress that I've made in another video. I don't really feel like doing that in this one. But basically what I wanted to talk about was how this move has been and what it feels like for me personally, and just dealing with having to move after my parents split. Well, split. They're divorced. And just what this whole experience has been like, because a lot of people aren't getting it from, and they are not understanding my side of the issue. Sorry, I gotta turn my lapis around. And so I thought I'd just talk about it just so people can get where I'm. This is kind of blah, so people can get what I'm. Oh, I didn't even realize that was put in here. Cool. So people can realize what I'm dealing with right now. Hear the pitter patter of tiny feet. So basically, parents got divorced. It sucked. That put me in a really hard spot because I realized that, and it's really sad and pretty shameful, that the people that I thought I could rely on, I could not. They weren't dependable. So that kind of flipped my world upside down because, this one person who I thought at the time was supposed to be helping me out and there for me turned out to be just this wicked, selfish person. And I think the shame that came from that was pretty awful. We got to the point where it was easier for me to say that this person was dead to me than to say or to acknowledge that she was walking around doing, whatever, not giving a shit. Because I was left in a situation where, I had to deal with the consequences, and I shouldn't have. And I regret the fact that I felt guilty enough that I came home from the school I was at and had to change schools. I felt guilty about leaving my father alone. And so I came back home. I moved back home. And I regret that because I don't really have the freedom anymore. I don't. I don't have the freedom that I had when I was at school, and it sucks. But there's the silver lining to everything. So he and I, we got pretty close again. We weren't that close before, and it sucked because I realized that all those years that I had an issue with him, he was just trying to make things better for us, and he was working his ass off because my mother wanted so many things, but she didn't care, about how that made him feel. So, it sucks, especially when I came to find out that just how just awful and just so mean, just the mean things that she had said. Um, not only about just my dad, but she said some pretty horrible things. Um, and gloating to people about how much money she was gonna get out of the deal because of this bitch of a lawyer that she got that's from hell. Um, just a wicked woman. But it turns out she had spoke about, she was talking badly about my brother and I. Her own kids. It's like, what? And people are like, oh, poor her, blah, 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 blah. Which doesn't make any sense to me. How can you say that about a woman who is so spiteful and so just rude and selfish? How can you feel bad for somebody who does that and talks about her kids in bad when they've done nothing? So it just, the whole divorce thing sucked because, part of her family, and I know that they kind of mean well, but I'm so fucking sick of it. Their whole thing with, oh, you should forgive her, blah, 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 or, oh, you should give her a hug. No, I'm not gonna give her a hug. She disgusts me. Um, that's like touching a toxic thing. No, thank you. Um, yeah, and it's just like, that's none of your business how I treat my whole family over this thing. Your relationship with her is different than my relationship with her. You might be her mother, you might be her sister. I'm her daughter, and we have a different dynamic than you guys do. So, people, I get so pissed when people tell me how I should feel, or, they give me advice. Sure, give me advice, but don't tell me, hey, you should go do this, because guess what? I'm sick of saying yes and sucking it up. I'm going to say flat out no. It's not your place to tell me how I should feel or how I should act around certain people. I am done with doing that. I just am. It's fucking stupid. So, and obviously, another thing that's, people are like, oh, about me is that I've toughened up a shit ton since this whole thing's gone down. Because my mother tended to take advantage of me with my emotions, about how much things would upset me, and fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not gonna let that happen to me again. And so, she's not worth it. Um, and another thing with people telling me, oh, you should, at one point you'll forgive her, and oh, at one point you'll want her back in your life. But that's like inviting a dark and pissed off cloud into my life. She is like this smog. So, truthfully, um, even though it doesn't seem like that because I'm being so, just flat and just being so straight with what I'm saying, I'm a lot better off now being myself and doing my own thing and being happy, and feeling okay with who I am, than to have this constantly what am I trying to say? Basically, she criticized everything that I did. And how I looked and how I dressed and who I hung out with and blah, 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 blah. And every time I had a problem, it became a we problem, which made no fucking sense to me whatsoever. I thought we didn't like her. No, bitch, you didn't like her. I'm fine. So, I don't even know where I was going. Oh, toughened up. Yeah, I'm a lot happier. And truthfully, I am. I feel a lot better. I just feel a lot more free. Even though I'm not free with the entire home situation, I'm more free as myself. To not have to deal with so much nagging bullshit that I hear all the time. Um, And when I said that I had heard her talk about me to other people and that she had sent stuff to other people about my brother and I, which again, you guys, like, who does that? Um, there was one moment where I actually heard her talking on the phone about me to another party, and I was in the room, and she was on speakerphone. So I was just like, huh, all right. So it's one of those things where I know how she is, and it sucks when the true colors come out. So that's when I get pissed off when people say, oh, she's your mother. Oh, you should love her. She's a person first. And she is a mean and ruthless and just selfish person that I have no patience or respect for. Period. So anyways, she's gone. Whatever. And I've been home with my dad, and I had to transfer schools and blah blah blah. And the school thing's fine. It's not my ideal place to be, but it's the only place that I can be at the moment because of the money situation. Um and it's a lot busier. I preferred the school I was at before because it was so kind of small and tightly knit, and I felt like I could just have conversations with the professors. They were more the people that were more personable. When you go to a school that's massive, nobody really gives a fuck about you, and you're on your own. And I don't like that. I don't, but I'm stuck. So I had to suck it up with that. Um, sorry, the dogs. Um, so anyways, with the whole situation, blah blah blah. My mother left. My dad had a couple knee surgeries. Uh, he got, he got laid off. And we were losing a lot of money. And then he finally got a job recently. Thank God. Yes. And so, we couldn't afford the property that we were living at anymore. And, God, there's so much of her shit that I just want to burn because we don't have any room for it. We don't like it. Like, we're not going to hang it up. It's her fucking shit. So, I don't know. That's going to go somewhere. We're probably going to sell it. Get money off of it. Why not? But here's the issue that I have, and I've been so just mean. I've been so mean during this move because I feel like so many people have been invading my space, and I don't like it. I don't. The issue with me in this whole divorce thing was the fact that I could not control that whatever happened to my parents, and that kind of fucked me up. So, I couldn't control what happened to them. I couldn't control where I was living. I couldn't control whatever. So I became very protective of my things, my personal items, my personal belongings, blah, blah, blah. And I did not want other people to touch them, move them, whatever, because I felt that if they did, I didn't have any control over any aspect of my life at all. That's part of the reason I had my hair short in a pixie cut. I hacked it off because I couldn't control what my hair looked like. Piercings, same thing. So, it's kind of like I'm very, very, I'm still, that's part of the biggest issue with this move. Oh my God. So, moved in here, and I was burning incense like one of the first days we had moved in, or the day before we moved in, I think, and my dad got in my face telling me how it smelled like acid and that I wasn't to burn incense in the house anymore. And that really pissed me off because that incense, me burning that is part of my spirituality, and I can't, he's taken away a part of that is mine, my own, and I can't control that, because it's his house. Well, fuck it, I still burn incense at night. But, stuff like that, like, not other people not really caring about, those special parts of my life are getting like looked at in a very confused way, or in a very judgmental way. Really pisses me off. And then another thing um, with the move is that I'm done. I was done being empathetic to people, or feeling guilty because it had gotten me so deep into shit that I didn't want to get into, that I just decided, hey, fuck it, I'm on my own. I'm doing what I need to do for myself. This divorce is not my fault. It's not my problem. Screw it. So basically, when I was packing, moving stuff, I just did my own shit. I packed up my stuff, what I used. That was it. I didn't touch anything else. But then people would get in my face about, oh, did you pack up his stuff? Did you pack up his office? No. Why would I do that? That's his responsibility, not mine. And I know that sounds so bitter, but you guys, this is where I get put in the middle again over a problem that should not be mine. And that has been a really hard lesson for me to learn, because in the beginning I was so much in the middle, and it was horrible. And so when I step out of the middle, people are like, why isn't she helping, blah 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 blah, and it's like, because it's no longer my problem. I'm not going to make it my problem anymore. It's not mine. I'm stuck in the shitty consequences of it, but that's it. So then people would try to like move my boxes or try to pack up my stuff. You guys, I flipped so many fucking times when people tried to move my stuff. Again, this is the controlling thing. My own stuff, I need to move it myself. I don't want anybody else to move it. I will move it myself. And people will get all pissed off at me because I said that. It's like, I tried to explain it to my dad and he still doesn't get it. Because he's not at this end. That's the thing. He's only seeing it from his point of view. That, oh, people are just trying to help. What I've had to tell people again and again, if I need help, I will ask for it. Other than that, don't try to give it to me. Like, I need to do shit by myself. I'm not too prideful to ask for help. When I need help, I will ask for it. Flat out. But if I don't, I'm fine. I don't want people in my bubble. I don't want people in my space unless I invite them there. I want to be left alone. So I mean, that whole trying to unpack things and move my stuff recently, this happened because I have probably the least. I know I have the least amount of crap in this new house, and we only have like one hall closet. And my dad has a shit ton of medication and stuff in his bathroom. Well, his bathroom does not have a medicine cabinet or anything like that in it, and my bathroom only has like 2 drawers, and that's it. So someone, who I will not name, started packing all of his crap into this hall closet where I had my little amount of stuff boxed up, and I'm looking at, well, I looked at it earlier, I only have like half, maybe a quarter of a shelf. And instead of helping my dad work on his office or work on his bedroom, which was just flat out disgusting and totally messed up where he couldn't walk on the floor, she asked if she could do my bathroom. I told her no. He needs the extra help. Again, if I needed help, I would ask for it. I'm not asking for it. We need more shelves to put that shit up and to empty the boxes. We don't have room. And so, it pissed me off because I realized she was just trying to kick my shit out of the closet so she could put more of his shit in there. Well, I'm not going to have that shit that goes in the bathroom in my room. I don't have room for it in here. You guys, I'm just bitching and ranting about this stuff right now. Because it's been so difficult. The only freedom that I've had so far is hanging up all the shit that I have and decorating my room, which was the only thing I was really excited for in the first place. yeah, so I don't know, you guys. It's just moving, and this has been so stressful. And I'm just realizing that at the end of the month, I have to go back to school. And I have to go to some rush events. I have to look at RESL, group table thing for Party in the Park. I have to, like, there's so much crap that I haven't even thought about because we're just focused on all this shit that's going on right now. Moving at the very end of summer is a horrible decision, but it had to be done. We had to get out of that house, and so now we're here. No, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. But I know I've been just a total bitch to people, and it's not excusable, really. Um, but I think that if I can say that it's not excusable, then other people will have to say it's not excusable because other people are being dicks outside and not being very nice and snapping at me too. So, the excuse of, oh, I have a million things running around my head doesn't fly because so do I. And you get mad at me, I'll get mad at you. Not you guys, obviously. I'm talking. Ugh. But, oh, God. I mean, I just need to get the witchiness going. I'm super excited because I get to meet up with Trillion Moon on Friday and just see what's up with them. And get that shit figured out. I mean, I'm just now that we're moved in here and we're cluttered to shit with all these boxes everywhere, I'm more excited about getting back out of the house and staying in here and unpacking. It's just way too much crap. But yeah. So this is a bit of a life update right now. And no, it's really tiring and exhausting and just I feel like this keeps going on and on and on. Granted, we haven't even been moved in for a week. But sorry, there was a fruit fly. But, I just feel like at this all I can really focus on is getting through school and then moving the fuck out of here. No, that sounds really rude, but to have my own thing and be able to have my own area and stuff to do things that I want to do without having another person criticize what I'm doing and how bad it smells and blah blah blah. For whatever instance I want to. I'm looking forward to that. Just doing my own thing. So I don't know when this is going to be uploaded, and I'm really not going to be surprised if a lot of people don't watch this because I sound pretty numb. But I mean, this is just how life is right for me right now. For me, I'm not going to speak for other people who've had to move after their parents split and crap like that. Everybody has their own individual experiences, and I'm not one to judge those people and how they dealt with it. No, just our own life journey and hit some pretty shitty areas. Frank, shh, no, no. No, no, it's just Steve. It's just Steve. Shh, good girl. Anyways, I'm gonna go now and might make another happier video when I feel happier. I'm gonna need to sorry, do some meditating and grounding and centering work before I do that, just so I feel a lot better and more chipper when I talk about it. Alright, bye!